Good afternoon, fellow vault dwellers. Welcome to the Turtlecast. Yes, it's Friday, it's weekend. So that's time for Turtlecast. Welcome in the chat, Daniel, Spiteful Angel, Jusas, Arctic Gaming, Adepion Jack, Mike Gonzalez, Alufool, Subsurface, LHPS, Rascal, Basic Hermit, Nicholas for Libya, Mr. Gray, Memphis, Michael Yost, Bristrick, and Dog Shambles. Welcome. I hope your weekend is starting well. We did get a little patch earlier on this week, but nothing particularly impactful that I can notice has changed. It's really not much noticeable changes. I think the main improvement was targeting PlayStation, with mixed results based on what I hear in the comments. For some people it is running better after the patch, and for others it is not. But proportion and for how big of a population it is an improvement, and for how big part of the PlayStation ecosystem it is not, I do not know. That's much harder to judge. As usually, like I notice from my experience, it's much more likely that people that have a problem will comment than people that do not have a problem will comment. So that's the bias towards seeing more negative reports than positive. And yes, there's lots of people playing since Fallout 76 launch day. Myself almost included. I started 2 weeks later than a launch day. So I was slightly late to the party, but I always knew that I want to play it, so it was just a little bit of a delay, but yeah, I always wanted to get it. I didn't notice any secret fixes. No, everything is still bugged. Additionally, there are some extra bugs. I noticed on last livestream that my weapons were showing lower damage than I was used to, but after switching weapons, unequipping, re-equipping, it suddenly jumped up to its normal damage. So I don't know yet what's causing this additional bug. Is it just a display bug where my damage is actually affected? I do not know. I was still one-shotting all enemies, so I cannot tell if my damage actually dropped due to this bug, or it's just my Pip-Boy was showing lower damage than previously. As currently, it's a big problem, big bug, I would say, big bug with Pip-Boy displaying different damage numbers than what you are actually doing. Unfortunately, the Pip-Boy do not align with actual damage. The same about floating damage numbers. They do not align with actual damage being done for a lot of weapons, if not all of them. It's not even a good indication of your performance going up or down, as you don't know what those numbers are really showing. I do remember how rough Fallout 76 was freshly after launch. It was some crazy stuff happening. Yeah, I agree. It was a little bit rampant then. As well, duplication was way too easy. Like, people find out those exploits, abuse them. Then there was a big ban wave as well for the biggest abusers of those exploits. And yeah, it wasn't the perfect launch. I would say one of the worst launches for Bethesda. But look what happened. After so many years, the Fallout is objectively in much better state. I would not say it's bug-free or perfect, everything is fixed. No, it's not. But it is in much better state than it was on launch. Yeah, the Pip-Boy need to learn math and start mathing. Pip-Boy isn't mathing right now. Yeah, there are some weird bugs. I hope they will be able to fix them for the next public test server test. We'll see about that, what will happen. I do expect that this public test server will launch shortly after embargo for talking about next patch will be over, so next month. The 1st of October, we can start talking about next update. I cannot wait already. I'm counting days. It's today it's already, what is today? 26th of September, so it's like 5 days. 5 days, and we can start talking about next update. I will launch a video myself too, to pass whatever I know and whatever I think, but that's on October 1st. On October 1st. And Mischief Knight supposed to be running quite well. Last time we tested Mischief Knight on public test server, it was okay. No issues. It's no unusual major issues. It was running relatively smoothly. It's not super easy if you want to solo it. It's probably not even possible to solo it, to be absolutely honest. You need at least one helper for Mischief Knight. Otherwise, the time will run out before you do all the objectives. So you cannot really solo it. Maybe someone will figure out a way how to do it more efficiently and maybe solo it. When I was trying Mischief Knight solo, I did get almost to the last objective and then time ran out. So it may be possible with some more optimization how to tackle objectives faster, but definitely not a good experience if you try solo. You need at least one friend. 2 recommended. With 3 people, you can smoothly run through Mischief Knight. 3 and more. 3 and up. Of course, if entire server will join, and that's what I'm expecting gonna happen, then it's gonna run very smoothly and very fast. Yeah, so we did test the Mischief Knight. I would probably drop a video about Mischief Knight from my older footage before it will drop as form of a guide, so you will know what to expect and what to do in this event. And now, maybe I should... Oh, Neymar, thank you a lot for extending your sub. Appreciate that. Thank you for support, Neymar, on Twitch. And now let's go to Ask the Turtlecast. There is a bunch of questions that await my answers, if I know them. I don't always know everything, but I'm doing my best to know as much as I can about Fallout. So let's switch there. And Ferris Rascal, starting from edit. Guess we had the same idea on the same day. LOL, gonna leave the comment though. Wonder if we came to same conclusion. Hey AT, I've been looking for some weapon similar to Plasma Caster or Western Revolver, slow rate of fire, hard hitting, for daily driving, and think I found my new favorite, hunting rifle. What makes it so good, IMO, is that it's capable of one-shooting all common enemies, level 100 mutants included, without much effort. No sneak, no aiming, perks required, only onslaught being used. Yeah, with reverse onslaught is great. On my stealth sniper build, I decided to go bloodied and no onslaught at all. The reason for that, there is so many other good perks under agility that you can use if you go bloodied with your sneak build. So I went for bloodied, especially that I'm human still. I do plan to switch ghoul, but I want to see until... I'm waiting until public test server for next update drop, as I want to figure out if I want to be a ghoul for the next season when it opens or a human. And lastly, ended up with Furious, faster fire rate, 15 reload, pinpointers with no muzzle for extra range, plus sounds better than silence. Just wanted to give you a heads up in case you wanted to try it. Yeah, it will work. It will work absolutely brilliant with this setup. I know that already. It's slower fire rate than Plasma Caster, so it's not really a replacement for a Plasma Caster. As Plasma Caster will offer a better damage overall, as it can fire significantly faster and do a similar thing if you consider VATS. Unless you want no VATS, then yeah, hunting rifle, way better accuracy and no delay. Like bullets fly much faster. So I agree with that assessment. Angry Panda. Hello, Turtle. I can't find the link, so can you explain it again, please? I have 20 luck and 4 limit breaking on my armor, plus crit savvy. Do I need 1 more limit breaking or more luck? I can't really get the luck. I'm lazy for the buffs and all of that to get every second shot crit. So if you don't want to go after buffs, you need 5 limit breaking. A 16 luck is requirement for 5 limit breaking, and when you go down to 4, I think it's 30 something. So it's a big difference. You need 5 pieces of limit breaking in that case. Also, the pipe bolt action does more damage than the hunting rifle with the 50 cal. Really? Oh, this one I did not notice. Same level and no legendaries with the same build on the behemoth, and even took a few shots at the floaters there. I found that the pipe bolt action was more consistent in landing shots as well as doing more damage. Is that for real? I will try that later on today when I'll be in game. Maybe on member hangout. I will see. That I did not know. So you are first to say that, Angry Panda. Credit to you if I later on do video about this weapon. If I find out that it is true, I will absolutely drop a video about this weapon. That's unexpected. That's unexpected for me. It was never the case. Even with double dipping, it was not really doing more damage than other weapons. It was just very close to them. Bonus. The harpoon gun with Furious, bloodied, I choose Furious, plus having flashette mode and short scope probably, plus explosive, weight and bullies. It one-shots almost every time everything up to super mutants outside Westek, and sometime even one-shots Mile Kings. Is explosive really working when you put flashette, as that's multi-projectile? The multi-projectile explosive bag is probably kicking in. So I'm not sure if explosive is helping you there. If you have flashette, as that's 5 projectiles. And this is with my heavy gunner build, so not even using the reverse onslaught. Nice. Yeah, I know that harpoon is quite strong now. It was buffed. It's flashette, but flashette is no bleed. I would need to look into harpoon gun with the bleed mod. That's like a rare weapon. If it still has bleed, I don't remember. I hope it does. I need to check. That's a very rare situation when you have a range weapon with a bleed option, which would be awesome to use with Bloody Mess. Like, Bloody Mess explosions are now very powerful. They can clear a bunch of enemies and they are not blinding. So I will need to look into that too. That is on my list of things to do. Bonus. Using the harpoon gun, only the harpoon that does this. I don't know what's causing it, but I'm at one stop with the gun equipped and my character get teleported back like 5 to 10 steps. It seems to be happening after I shoot, but it's not constantly happening after every shot though. Only random times. I have noticed that in first person it doesn't happen, or at least not as often. So it may be the bug similar like it used to be with Missile Launcher when you put a targeting computer and you were running, it was bouncing you, rubber banding you back for some reason. Maybe similar bug is affecting that. So thanks for the post. Daniel. Hello. Did you know that Fada Winter Helmet dropping from last Space Invaders event is actually giving you an ability to apply Fada Winter skin for helmets of different power armors? It used to be connected with T45 only, but no more. Tested already on Hellcat, Union, Vulcan helmets, and it works fine. Oh, I didn't try. So I did scrap mine. So if I can craft it now, that would be awesome. I didn't test that and didn't knew that. Another thing, did you notice a new Bethesda feature? Our empty fusion cores are disappearing from inventory. What's the point of keeping our fusion core rechargers if we do not have cores to recharge? They do not disappear. If you are using power armor, maybe you forgot that. If you are using power armor prioritize fusion cores with the lowest charge to be used first. So if you have a bunch of almost empty fusion cores and your core inside the power armor runs to 0, it will consume one after another, all almost empty ones, before grabbing another full one. And finally, could you check power user perk? I have an impression it is bugging out too. That's possible. Sometimes I notice a high drain as well. So it may be bugging when exiting, entering power armor, the same as spin up perk. Fusion cores sometimes are drained too fast while firing with VATS in power armor. It's going to proper state when I use additionally bubblehead repair. Yeah, that's possible. I have similar observation that sometimes my core is draining super fast. The best prefix for bloodied heavy gunner. Furious. Always furious. Yes, furious. What do you think is the best medic's weapon to heal NPCs? Thanks for the knowledge. And my favorite is ultra sight laser rifle or laser rifle with the splitter. They do fire super fast and heal super fast. And there is no delay in firing at all. The weapons are relatively light. So that's my preference. Although you can go for a water gun, first Zappa gun, and put medics on it. Doesn't do any damage, but it will heal and doesn't use any ammo and is super light. As Ixnay saying, water gun is the first Zappa from New Cowarton Tour. And lastly, hey Turtle, a couple question. I noticed you have crippling on your 50 cal. Is that better than rapid? And if so, should I combine that with bullies also? Same applies to the LMG, and if I want to create an ultimate combat knife, should I use Stalkers or Furious? So why do I have limb damage? I like to use this 50 cal for all my daily crippling challenges, and I don't always have one gun army equipped. At least I wasn't. Now I almost always have it, as they changed some perks, so there is more room, and I'm human, so I have one gun army always. But on Ghoul, I didn't always use one gun army, therefore, by default, my guns were not very powerful crippling guns at all. So for the dailies, I would need to switch perks or so on, and I didn't want to bother. So I just grabbed this 50 cal with limb damage, and it was perfect to go in VATS and target limb after limb, complete those dailies. And as well, I was grabbing this gun when fighting the Guardian, and I wanted to use Bullet Storm and Ricochet and do good limb damage to the shield of the Guardians. I just fired occasionally one bullet from the 50 cal, as there is no spin up and very easy to fire a singular bullet just to activate Bullet Storm, Bullet Shield for 6 seconds. So that was my use case. Not really as all-around killer of everything, as 50 cal is not the most powerful, but I like to use 50 cal, and this use case is perfect for it. That's why I went with that. And those are all the questions. I see someone typing, but that will be most likely for the next time, as I just finished answering. So now I'm coming back to you in chat. So let me switch that camera, go back to chat. Oh, and Jesus for you, donating 5 memberships. I appreciate that, Jesus. And who do I welcome? Graham and Eggs, Scruffy, Matty Daddy, Vint Ovka. I think that's what that is. Not sure. Sam Daria, the last one. Welcome, and may the shell be with you. Thank you a lot, Jesus, for you. And now let me see what other chat I missed. When do I think PTS will come back on? I think relatively early in October. They will not start public test server before embargo will be lifted, as embargo would have no sense at all to stop us from talking about next update until October 1st if public test server would launch earlier. So it will launch after that, as soon as most likely they will have it ready. So either it will start straight after or a week after. 2 weeks, that's like the latest. 2 weeks after announcement if they will have problems with the build. I look different than you thought I would. I exactly look like I look. Nothing different. Can Mischief Knight be AFK'd like Fastnacht? Yes, assuming someone will be doing it. Yes, it will fail if no one will be doing it. Is my Twitch link in bio? It should be. A lot of people had problems with server stability on the Alien event. Yes, I know. That was a lot of report. The Alien event, yeah, the Alien event is nice because it keeps jumping over the map, so AFK is not such a big problem. But yeah, the Halloween event will be fixed in one location. And Rascal is saying that he hoped that it's not true about the pipe gun and he didn't waste mods on hunting rifle. Good one, Rascal. The bloody mess do a significant damage to all enemies around the target that dies from bleed. In case of ghouls, feral ghouls, so on, the medium enemies, they die from this explosion. So yeah, that does damage. In case of super mutants, they take about 40% to 50% of the health bar in damage. So significant too. Uh, Bolt pipe sniper is definitely something you'll be trying. Yeah, I will be trying too. There'll be a video if that's better. Like, in other words, if pipe bolt action is worse than a hunting rifle, there will be no video about it. But if it's truly better, there would be a video about it from me. Oh, and Spiteful Angel donating another 5 memberships, and those goes to Sir Rio, Paco, I Gordon, Zip, Feklatcher 47, and Massasterity. And welcome, may the show be with you. No. Oh, one more super chat. Mike Gonzalez, thank you a lot for $5. And the message is, this is just because I appreciate you. Thank you very much. I appreciate your donation, Mike. Thank you. You don't get why there's embargo in the first place. Like, the companies do that. It's something to do with marketing and alignment of marketing and how they plan to maximize the income out of the product. And that's a big thing. Like, don't forget, like Fallout 76 and Fallout TV show, those are two products that go hand in hand. So advertisement for both, they need to synchronize some of the campaigns and they need to coincide in the proper timing. There are people that all they do is figuring out what should be announced when and how. So that's like a job. So it's not random. It's not like someone decides that embargo is needed. Plus, October makes sense. That's anniversary of Fallout in the same month, and that's when the bombs dropped and everything. So October makes sense. What would I prefer? 4-star effect on excavator armor. Excavator armor, if I use this armor, I use it for my lazy hoarder build. So that's a mixture for carry weight on a 3rd star. And then on 4th star, I have AP cost reduction. As I'm using VATS, as that's my lazy build and less AP cost, so I can shoot in VATS a little bit more with conductors. Rejuvenators would be good too, but Rejuvenators, it's not compatible with Ghoul. And when I'm Ghoul, I'm using the same excavator, so that's why I have scanners on it on 4-star. Although you can choose Rejuvenators if you are always human and you don't plan to go Ghoul. And ZH is missing the old OP Auto Axe. Yeah, they rebalance Auto Axe. It's still powerful. Like, Auto Axe is still powerful. Still more DPS than conventional swing-based weapons. But not much more than conventional swing-based weapons. It's still more, not much more. Do I think it's worth to have Hunter's Union Power Armor set for the 4th and 5th stage of the raid? For 4th stage especially. For 5th, it's unfortunately based on data mines. It's looked like Snake is not classified as animal for whatever reason. Therefore, Overeaters would be more universal, but for stage 4, Hunters definitely helps. Stage 4, there are animals. With Overeaters, it will be good, I would say. If you have Overeaters, it will be good for all stages. Even for stage 1, if you spam some Stimpaks. And Jesus for you, thank you a lot for another $5. And the message is, I still like the pipe revolver because it counts for rifle and pistol challenges. Good enough damage now too. Yeah, that's good point, Jesus for you. If you still need to do challenges, that can double dip those challenges. Rascal saying New Vegas Expedition. I cannot confirm or deny anything, unfortunately. If you are going with predictions, because I know what next patch is, I cannot say anything. I cannot play with you anymore. I did my predictions before I knew, and I cannot even really comment on them. I cannot tell you if those are good, what I did previously, or those are not, until the first, and then we will know if my predictions were accurate. What were my predictions? I feel I can repeat because those were my predictions before. So I was predicting a map expansion to other side of the river, and I was predicting another raid. But if those are right or not, I need to wait. That's what I was predicting for the patch. Plasma Caster is a very good daily weapon. Prediction Angry Turtle to be in the next raid, boss. That would be cool. That would be cool. But I don't think Bethesda is adding YouTubers to the game at any point. No, I didn't confirm any of your predictions, Rascal. I didn't deny it, I didn't confirm it. Don't read into it. Don't read into it. And is there any other question before we'll be heading to the member hangout? It's not too much is happening this week. I will have much more to talk about next Turtlecast in the next week. What's the best commando weapon right now? Elder's Mark. Number one commando weapon is Elder's Mark. You want a new raid boss controlled by an AI? That would be hard to pull. There is no AI that can play Fallout, it's too buggy. There's no AI that can play that. Oh, Spiteful Angel with special member message is saying, hope everyone is having a fun-filled day. And don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you, Lord Spiteful Angel. And that being said, I think I discussed everything that there was to discuss for this week. Next week, there will be much more, as I said, so we'll be discussing more. In the meantime, we'll be heading for the member hangout, and tomorrow evening, we'll be streaming Fallout 76, doing some grind and testing and whatever we want to do. I didn't really figure out exactly what. And yeah, I wish you all amazing weekend, and hopefully see you tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Bye.